Hello and welcome to Coveo Bite Sized Learnings. This video is the fourth of our 5-part series in which we've been talking about sending custom analytics events and dimensions from the UI. In this part, we'll talk about capturing that dimension information in Coveo's analytics dashboard configurations so that we can build reports based on them. Coveo Bite Sized Learnings are as short as they are sweet, so let's get started. So far, we've built some infrastructure for tracking failed, potential, and confirmed case deflections as custom events. And then we pivoted off those transactions to create a satisfaction metric. When we left off with the previous video, we had chosen to augment all of our analytics events with this custom satisfaction level metric so that we could track it throughout a user's session. Ideally, tracking this or something similar will give business analysts an even better idea of where the opportunities for optimization are and another metric to help determine which optimizations to prioritize. So let's capture those dimensions. If we go into the Analytics section of our Cloud Console and choose the Dimensions control panel, we can see that we've got no custom dimensions defined, and adding the ones we've created with regards to our case deflection activity is easy. We know we capture the article number in our case deflection custom event, so let's name our dimensions accordingly. And since it's only sent on custom events, we need to select the custom event option under related events. And since we know it's always going to be a number, let's choose the appropriate type. Now, for the reporting system to be able to actually see the data our UI is sending, we have to tell it the API name to look for. So I'll click into the API name field, and without even typing anything, we see that article number comes up as an option, even showing some recent values as samples, so we can be sure that we've got the right content. The reason I selected the related events first was that the default was set to search events, and this dimension doesn't get sent over with search events. So if I revert and click in the API name field, you'll see that the article number dimension disappears. Going back to custom events and clicking the API name field, I can see that there are other dimensions as well that we're not capturing, including the satisfaction level we'll capture next, some other dimensions left over from some tests I've done, and some of the standard custom dimensions I've talked about, such as the error message and JSUI version, which are sent by the UI out of the box, but not reported on by default. So let's select article number, then save our change, and then do the same thing for our satisfaction level. We'll name it with a nice human-readable label, choose the number type, indicate that it's related to all different sorts of events, and then click in the API name field to find it. There are a lot of standard custom dimensions, so if you don't see it, you can start typing and the list will update. Choose the one we created, and click Add Dimension to save. Last but not least, let's capture the deflections query text. Again, it's associated with custom events, and this time we'll choose text and choose the query option in the API name field. For dimensions you're creating programmatically, you'll know what they are, and for standard custom dimensions, it's likely that you'll have some guidance on which ones to use from your Customer Success Manager. However, if you'd like to explore what's available a little more deeply, you can easily do this with our exports feature. Just go into Exports, choose the option to add an export, and you'll see there are several reports you can generate. If you expand the Dimensions filter on the right, you'll get a full list of what's available to export in the time frame that's selected. If you actually create the export, you'll get a bundle of CSV files, and you can explore the data in more detail using Excel or a similar CSV editor such as Apple's Numbers or the open source program TAD. Among the other columns for any given report, you'll find a column called Custom Data that includes a JSON bundle, which you can explore to find whatever is useful there. I'm happy with tracking the article number, satisfaction level, and query dimensions though. Since I've configured my custom dimensions here, I'm gonna get to work on creating some reports that'll help me do some visualization. We'll pick up here in part 5. Thank you for watching this edition of Coveo Bite Sized Learning. Please share this video with your team and subscribe to the Coveo Insights YouTube channel and our e-learning playlist in order to learn more about using the Coveo suite of relevance tools to make your business personal. For more in-depth training courses, including our classes on KCS fundamentals and administration of the Coveo platform, beginning and intermediate analytics, and development essentials, please visit www.coveo.com/training.